yeah, you know what time it is. That's right, it's time for Rivals Assemble, a Marvel Rivals podcast. I am your host, Mark Turcott, and you are tuned in to episode 47. Well, my friends, we have a huge news-packed show for you, including, of course, we have Rogue coming to the battlefield. We have a Season 6 trailer out of nowhere. We're not even close to Season 6 yet. We have Jeff's Winter Splash Festival coming back. We have Times Square decorations. We have 2 new events, new costumes. We got it all. And we're going to talk about it here on this week's show. So to break it all down with me here, first up, Neil, what's up, buddy?
Ho, ho, ho. Here we go again, folks. Huge news this week. I'm very excited. Love is still a battlefield. So let's keep that song rolling on. And yeah, let's do it.
How about you keep the Rudolph hood on, which for those not watching the video, Neil, I think you wore this last year, right? On our
episode 3 or 4 or whatever it was.
Aren't you hot in that?
It made a return. No, it's quite cold.
So hot.
Up here in Canada.
It's pretty hot.
Cozy onesie.
It's cozy. I'm
Also,
not wearing anything underneath this.
Yeah, not cozy the caster. It's just cozy to wear the one piece.
Cozy mention.
Let's see. Also joining us, Ken's. Ken's, what's up, dude?
What is going on? It is a great time of year to be cold and playing Rivals and many gifts. I'm actually surrounded by gifts. Look at these gifts.
I do see.
These are the presents for everybody. It's a giveaway stream, right?
Santa's
Giving
workshop
away all
right
those
now.
gifts.
Yeah, we'll see. And my family won't get any of them. But what more gifts could you want than Rogue and Nuts?
Did you wrap those, Kens? Did you actually wrap those?
I did wrap all of them, actually.
Wow.
Oh, they look
I
good.
love gift wrapping. It's so fun.
I don't. Please come wrap my gifts.
I am terrible.
So much.
Terrible.
Just be bad at them, and then you won't be allowed to wrap them.
But I
Have
mean,
you
That's
seen
it. See,
the
Neil
clip?
knows.
solid.
That's it.
You guys need to watch the clips of they're like workers who work in department stores in like Japan who can wrap anything with like any amount of gift wrap. And it's so fast, and it like the gift wrap obeys them. That's like the
Well,
best way to put it.
The store, and they would wrap it for you kind of on the way out, or they would do it like.
I know malls would have the kiosk like in the middle of the mall.
Right? Yeah.
Wrapping toys that are not in a
Box.
Not in a. It's like in a box, but they're like just like sitting in a box, and so it's like the toy is coming out of the box.
Yeah.
And
With,
it's like
open
so
side.
it's so
It's
awkward.
rough.
Like
Yeah.
that's the worst. So there are plenty of those back there.
Well, the best thing you got to do is you have your daughter get old enough who then begins to enjoy doing the wrapping, and she just does all the wrapping for you. So then you don't have to wrap any presents.
Wait, I need a pen for this.
Yeah, write that down. That's a dad pro
Let
tip.
my oldest daughter
See,
gift wrap all the gifts for me. Got it.
You can see some of the sacks over here. This is where I gave up. I was like, I'm done.
Oh yeah, bags and that. I do that, but my daughters are not old enough to wrap them properly, so we just got some fun wrappings underneath the tree.
Nice. Well, Matt, what's up, man? I gotta throw it to you too. How you doing?
Sipping on a winter edition Fuji apple and ginger sugar-free Red Bull.
Wow.
It's all right. It's all right.
Just all right.
Wow, a lot going on there.
But other than that, we're doing good. Yeah.
Awesome.
Good time of year to be a rival.
Yes, for sure. Lots of content in the game. And we're going to get to all that here in a little bit. But what's up, everybody here? Thank you for tuning into the show. This is our final episode of 2025 as we move into the new year.
It's our final episode.
Of 2025. But season's greetings, happy holidays, all that good stuff. So thank you here for tuning into the show, making us a part of your day, a part of your week. Don't forget, head over to rivalsassemble.com. You can find all our social links over there, including our X, Blue Sky, Twitch, YouTube, all that. Big what's up to everybody over on Twitch watching the show here live. We do the show live generally on Thursday nights around 9:30, 10 o'clock. But the best way to keep track of all that is join our Discord. Go over, become a part of our community. You'll get notified when we go live. And, of course, find a great community over there. Find great rivals to play with, people to hang out with in the game, like-minded folks, talk about everything Marvel, pop culture, all that. We have an awesome community over there. And if you want to help support the show just a little bit more, you can also become a patron over at our patreon.com/rivalsassemble. You get access to our MCU recap shows where we've been going through the MCU, and also our solo shows, which somebody's due for a solo show, right? Who's due? Somebody soon, yeah. I think Matt's gonna be due for that. But if you can't put it out, Matt.
Somebody who was like, it was due a week ago, or maybe two. I don't know.
Maybe 2 weeks.
Oh, it's the end of year. It's,
Yeah. If you
Busy,
want, I can put one out too. Because I got some good Nintendo stuff to talk about. I've been kind of going through the world of Nintendo, and we have some good Nintendo games come out recently, so we can talk about those. But guys, fantasy football, how are we doing? I haven't actually looked this week. We're getting towards the end of the season. I think we have 3 weeks left. Somebody is about to win. Actually, are we going through the playoffs, or is it
Two-way
just...
tie? No,
Surely not.
I don't think
no.
it does it?
This is the third last week. Week 18 it ends.
Okay. So who's winning right now, Neil?
Two-way tie between Dark Unicorn and Obey.
Wow, Dark Unicorn and Obey.
GG's
Nice.
Matt went down, tied for 6.
Ooh, okay.
And
Well,
CE
I think I'm
Turk tied
tied.
for 10.
I mean, that
And
makes me feel
I'm
good.
down
though.
at 23. I'm at 23. I've been at 23 the whole season. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just picking the underdogs. So I
Yeah.
got the top underdogs of last week because I picked 10 of them or something, and 6 of them won.
Whoever
So
is legitimately supposed to lose the game, I'm there for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you
And
go.
Mark,
Your
please
support.
say you're going to the Panthers game this week, so I can pick the Panthers. in that
Well,
one.
unfortunately, I'm not because I do have to work this weekend. But the Panthers all season, it's been win one, lose one, win one, lose one. So since they lost last week, they're going to win this
pattern.
week. They're going to lose the next week against the Seahawks, and they're going to win against the Bucks, and they're going to be in the playoffs. So that's all.
There we go.
matters.
Let's do it.
So there you go. Pick them to win this weekend.
Insider information.
Lock it in. It's going to be great. Let's move on to our poll, guys. We had a poll, and we asked you, what was your favorite season of year one? Season 0, season 1, season 2, season 3, season 4, season 5. And coming in with 34.3% of the votes, an overwhelming win, was season 1. So, of course, this is the season we got the Fantastic Four, right? Isn't that when they came in?
Yes.
Season
Correct. This was Eternal Night Falls.
Yeah.
And we got 2 maps. We got Central Park and we got New York downtown, whatever that one's called. And
Midtown.
it's the push
Midtown.
map. Midtown. Thank you. And all 4 of the Fantastic Four. And it was, like a normal length season of 3 months and not 1. So everybody was liking that. And I did kind of pump this up a little bit because I didn't go through the rest of the seasons before last episode. So I may have tipped the scales here because this was also my favorite season.
Yeah.
I voted for season 2.
Season 2, the
That was the
Hellfire
Emma.
Gala.
That was, the Emma.
That's why.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
the season I played the most in.
It's a good map.
And,
good map in there too. And who was the other hero?
Emma
Ultron.
and Ultron, yeah. Yep.
That was a cool story. They had a good story in that one.
Yeah.
What's the story?
Stories.
Stories. I think season 1 for me, definitely, just because getting the 4 characters. I think they were great additions to the game. I see somebody in chat who's at Pose is saying 5, and season 5 came in 3rd, I think, with 17.
That's now. We're not even done.
Yeah, and we're kind of in that now. Really, just because Gambit's great, and we're going to talk about Rogue in a minute, but I'm enjoying Rogue as well.
Did you bring in the votes from Twitter as well?
I did not, so hit it.
Could have a different winner here.
We might.
I believe it was 5 more for season 1,
Okay.
and then 1 more for season 3, 2 more for season 5. So
Okay, so
I don't
no,
think
that
anything
keeps it the same. So, but yeah, coming in first, of course, season 1. Coming in second was season 2. Coming in third was 5. Fourth was season 3. And coming in last was season 0. Nobody.
Yeah,
Or
it was a
actually, no, I take it
game.
back. Season 4 came in last. So that's
Which is-
kind of interesting. But
That was what, Daredevil and Angela?
Angela.
yeah, yep.
Which is
Angela.
okay. That map's okay. Very smoky.
Okay.
I like the map more so than I think the characters that. Well, I like Angela. I do like Angela. I haven't played
Angela-
Angela.
I still have no idea what happened in that season, story wise. I do not.
Yeah, that
understand
was the one
still.
season I kind of checked
Matt
out a little
explained
bit.
it. It was the Mortal Kombat.
I know.
Well, those were those were also the episodes where Kins was out
That's why I
Yeah.
didn't play Rivals for like the
with
month,
his real
so.
friends doing other things,
Yeah.
That could be
so-
why.
doing his work stuff.
So we got a new poll for you guys for this go around, and we're asking you, what is the most embarrassing thing that can happen in a match? And we came up with just a couple options here, so we'll see what you think. But one is accidentally pop your alt in the lobby. So like before you get going, like on a domination, you hit it and then you waste it. Another one is you pop your alt as Jeff and you grab nobody. You completely whiff as Jeff. You get knocked out while in your alt. So you're, let's say, a Wanda, you get taken out. You're a Strange, you get taken out. Or who else? I guess you could even say like Star-Lord if you're kind of up in the air and immediately get hit.
Magic,
Bucky, any of them. Or you fall off the map on your own. So you maybe walk out of the map or you charge forward and accidentally go off, in like one of the domination maps. And
that's got to
be me all the time.
That's got to be the one.
Yeah. So, again, what's the most embarrassing thing that can happen in a match? You pop your alt in the lobby, you get no grabs in the Jeff vaults, you get knocked out of your alt, or you fall off the map on your own. So
it's got to be popping your alt in the lobby.
Done all
I heard it too.
So let us know. Just head on over to Spotify. You can vote over there. Matt, are you going to post it on X again?
Yeah, we'll put it on X and we'll put it on Discord as well.
Okay, cool. All right, let's talk about our week in game. And we got to pick up because we were actually gonna try to get a quick episode in last week to give our thoughts on season 5.5 and Rogue and all that. We were unable to do so, so we're gonna do that here, guys. Rogue has entered the battlefield. She has entered the time string entanglement. Overall thoughts, I guess, on Rogue and kind of on her kit, how she plays. I mean, were you surprised even that she was a Vanguard? I think last episode we didn't even know that she was gonna be a Vanguard. How's everybody feeling about Rogue?
Brawler. Yeah, pretty fun. I had a few games. We played together on the test realm a little bit. That was a good time. Yep. I think her stealing abilities is very cool and very unique. She's got some survivability, which is nice. She's got that shield. I'm not totally convinced on her shield. It's kind of like the blade shield kind of deal. You got to make sure you're looking at the right place. And the one thing with the shield, it doesn't seem like it lasts enough that you can because it gets stronger, like your push with it gets stronger the more damage you take while you have it up. But the shield only lasts for a second or so. So unless you're sucking up an ult, but I don't think it gets rid of all damage. So I don't know how strong really that push can get, and you just kind of use it as a mobility thing.
I was just going to say, dude, that's all it is for me is mobility. Like that's just either my escape or it's my dash in, because it does come up pretty cool. Like it comes up what seems to be quicker than your your roundhouse kicks and all that. Yeah. But we did get I just want to give him some credit here. We got a question from KJack77.1234, and he said, "How's the Rogue gameplay going for you guys? What strategies or combos are working best for you?" I gotta say, for me, like Rogue, I really enjoy her as the brawler, kind of in that role. And what I've been doing is pretty much every match I've played with her, you're almost always gonna have a Gambit with you. You know, Neil, I know you love the team ups, and like this is a fantastic team up because you get extra 2 shots of the charged punches. So kind of what I've been doing is, depending on the map that we're in, when I know I'm getting close to engaging with somebody, then I quickly pop that, pull up my shield, dash in, and then usually do my E first, because my E, is when you kick and kind of pop them up in the air. You're flying, take 2 shots because those are range shots, and then dash down to pound into them, and then I hit my shift, and then hit shift again real quick, so you have that AoE, and you're kind of drawing people towards you and just punch, 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 and then by that point your shield is up, and you can either dash in if you're chasing somebody, or use it as a way to dash back out, and then just rinse and repeat that, just over and over, just constantly brawling, throwing punches. She's a lot of fun. I've had a lot of fun playing with her this week.
That's awesome.
Yeah, she's good. Kens, have you had any time with her?
Yeah, I've played her a lot. I've had my Instalock finger warmed up and ready to go. I've usually gotten her every time. At first I did have a rough time. It was pretty rough learning. It's so different going from like the test build to like live games.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because like the test build, I'm like, all right, yeah, I got a feel for this. It's fine. And then like you get with real people, and it's like, oh, this is awful. This is not the same. So it took a little minute for me to kind of find my groove with her. And she has a lot going on. She has a lot of abilities. My biggest struggle was because when I'm playing Emma, I know her counts of like when the abilities are going to be
Cooldown.
ready. So it's like I'll use an ability, like I'll use her E, and I'm counting in my head up to 6 seconds, so I know. So I'm not even looking at that thing. I just kind of know when it's up because I'm keeping time.
Yes.
So I don't know that with Rogue yet, and so it's she has so many things going on that I find myself dying and like taking extra damage because I'm looking in the corner of my screen instead of in
Yeah.
front of me to see like, all right, what's available to me.
Yeah.
So one of my, if Guangguang, if you're listening, one of my on my wish list here, my Christmas wish list from Santa Guangguang is like to have some type of modified UI to where I can move that to where it's more in like the
towards the middle?
center of the
Center would be
screen
good, yeah.
and not down
Oh,
there in the
that'd be great.
bottom like you can with like a lot of MMOs. You can kind of move your stuff around because it's like if that was like somewhere in the middle of my screen near like where my eyes are, I would be alive a lot more. Until I learn more of kind of like her cooldowns and that stuff. But I really like her. She's a lot of fun. It has been fun like stealing abilities and figure like because it's kind of like it's a surprise. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
I know there's like a chart out there that you can look at to like know exactly who to go
It's
for.
in
I'm like, I
game
don't
too,
know.
yeah, but it's fun to like.
Like I don't know what this is gonna do.
Yeah.
Like, let me see what happens when I like suck Magneto's head for a second and it turns into like, oh, I get a shield. Yeah, that's what happens. And
Well-
or like Thor's, you get the lightning. He's like he's throwing lightning
Awakened
everywhere.
state.
And yeah, awakened state. And so it's
Magneto,
fun
you
to
get the
like
bubble, like it's
get the bubble.
cool.
Yeah. And it's just cool to see. It's like I just don't know. So that's been fun to kind of figure out. Like, okay, now I know who to go for.
Yeah.
In this game, I know what they all do. So like, I'm gonna go for this.
Yeah. Well,
but
I don't know, like, dude, I've been using that even as a mobility option as well. Like, I've
everything
pulled
she does has a
Ultrons,
dash.
I've pulled Iron Man like out of the air,
Yeah.
like jump, like you literally just
Nice.
point,
Yeah.
kind of jump, and then hit your F, and it's just you're pulling them down, and it takes some of them out of their ults too, where you're able to basically stun them.
Interrupt.
So it's
crazy that everything she does is some form of dash ability. But also, so it's like you think that maybe because of that she could dive in, but it's like I have to play her very passively, where I'm playing her just kind of like around corners. I'm in the front line, like she's not one that I think you can really dive in and or I've tried to like dive in and brawl and fight, and it's like I just she doesn't have the survivability as some of the other vanguards, and so it's like I've kind of got to chill at the front line of the group and wait for them to come to me, and then it's like then I can like use the E, get it started, dash around, that type of thing. But it's like if I push in too hard,
Yeah.
I haven't had a lot of success with that yet.
Yeah,
unless
she's
I
better
just
at like
haven't figured that
punishing
out.
them, making the mistake of
Yeah.
like pushing forward more.
Yeah.
Matt, what about you, man? Have you been playing Rogue at all?
Not her. No. I echo what everyone has said about like I love her kit. It's so cool. And I think very different from anything else, any other hero who we've gotten in the game so far. That being said, it is not the type of gameplay that I like. So not gonna catch me playing her. But I will say something that I've noticed interestingly enough is that maybe I'm just not used to the way she sounds, because whenever I get snuck up on by a rogue, like all of a sudden I'm just on the ground. Like I don't hear any kind of like trigger. I don't hear footsteps. I don't hear like any kind of attack trigger. Like, I don't know. Yeah, it's just like, oh, I
got kicked up in the air by Rogue.
or just like being knocked down and having my ability stolen. So yeah, I don't know.
They're taking everything.
Yeah,
That'd be like it'd be interesting. I don't know if she has a voice line, but it'd be interesting if the steal ability did have like something notifiable where like when she triggered it, it was like, come here, sugar, or something in like, give me a kiss or something. I don't know, something like that, where it's like she's implying that she's gonna steal your abilities. But I mean, that's also just me needing to be a better player and keeping eyes around me.
Well,
yeah, it's new, right?
coming with Rogue also, and I mean, this is I'm going to bring these things up here in our weekend game because this has already been out for a little while, was a new event. So we got the Seeds of the Gardener event that popped into the game. Did you guys buy this at all? I bought it because the costumes.
Wolf Cap.
Yeah, Wolf Cap, dude. I had to.
Yeah. If I was good with Cap, I would have bought it, but I did not.
Yeah. But the freebie of the Mark 1 was awesome, kind of having that come in the game. I love the emote that comes with that as well, where he's kind of like, off balance with the Mark 1 kind of flying up in the air. And then the Iron Fist too. But Matt, I think you brought up a good point with this event. Like, it was just like, almost seems like it was just leftover costumes that they just kind of just randomly just kind of threw into a
pay for
event.
We all pointed out that they dropped the ball on releasing the Halloween stuff when they should have. Like, Halloween should have been its own event. That's when you should have given us the Scarlet Witch, the zombie Scarlet Witch,
that came out.
Franken Castle, Wolfman Cap, all of that should have been
like its own
in an
mini
event
battle
together.
pass, you mean?
Either
Like
an event or like a mode, like made all of that like awards for doing zombies, I feel.
That would have been a good idea, yeah.
Kick off zombies like a little bit earlier. But I mean, I get it. Timelines change, things change, but the whole Seeds of the Gardener thing is leftovers from the Kunlun Champions thing, like the Iron Fist.
I mean, the Iron Fist is
Season 4.
which is a cool skin in its
Widowy.
own right too. I like the Iron Fist
It was
skin.
fine.
So yeah, I got it because I get all of them because I'm a toxic completionist like that. But yeah,
Wasn't happy about it.
underwhelmed. I wasn't very happy about spending
Wasn't
those
happy to spend-
900
I
coins.
actually really liked this pass. Like, it was great. And then I'm almost done with it. I think I'm on the last. I think I'm like maybe 18 is my level. What is it? 24 or 22? Maybe
24.
24. So I'm on the last page, I guess.
Wow.
But I like the 3 skins that are in it, and of course the cap. I mean, I have to have all the cap costumes. That's my addiction in this game is I have to have every single cap costume.
Gotta catch them all.
They also had so we got some new costumes for Rogue. So of course with Rogue coming in the game, we got the Savage South costume. Did anybody go in on this one? I know originally I was very like, oh man, I'm gonna have to buy this, but then once I started playing more with Rogue, I like just her straight up regular Rogue outfit. Like, it just looks so good as it is.
I had enough of the
Lunas.
ones that you get from the event to get the bundle, to get the rocket one.
Oh,
and
really?
the
Oh,
race.
wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I got both of them.
Nice.
Sweet.
With my blue knits and some gold that I had left over, and the ones that you get, like the free 7-day ones. So
Nice.
temporary.
I like the rocket, but it's I don't know. There's kind of left me kind of meh. Like, I don't know. Whelmed. There you go. That's the.
It's Santa Rocket season, so I was like, not right now. Not right now.
Yeah.
I needed
It's more like a steampunk kind of deal.
Yeah, I love that though. I love that vibe.
I mean, he's part of it. He's like a thief, right? Isn't it? It's like almost like a thieves guild matching the Gambit. I think it's kind of supposed to be kind of like together.
I'm playing a
From the
lot of Rogue, so I needed a fancy skin, and that's the
To lock
one
that
that she
in.
has right now. But
Yeah.
have you guys?
All you see is her fancy skin.
Yeah, it's a lot of it. Have you guys heard her voice line whenever she's on a team with Gambit and Gambit dies?
It's so sad.
Oh,
I can't-
yeah.
can't
It's from X-Men 97, right?
97. Yeah.
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 Just more, more nods that they're
That's
doing
so
right
good.
with this game. They're doing such a great job with all that. I actually played. I played a lot this week. I was mentioning to you guys off the air. I played a lot of Star-Lord this week. I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
The character just like
where'd
clicked
that come
with
from?
me. Well, you know where a lot of it came from was people picking Gambit and Rogue constantly. And like, if I would, I've just this week I decided, you know what, I'm just going to go in and kind of let the team pick what they want to be. And then you're almost always getting a Rogue. You're almost always then getting a Gambit. And then usually you'll get like one DPS. And at that point, I'm like, okay, well, we already have our Vanguard. We already have one strategist in Gambit, and you're going to definitely get a second strategist. So what the hell? We'll just roll 3 DPS, if anything. And I just started playing him, and
Duelist.
multiple MVPs this week. Had to use the I love the Wastelander Star-Lord skin, but now we're going to talk about it here in a little bit. The Nutcracker one looks pretty good. I'm going to have to end up eventually going in and buying this one. But yeah, that was
I
kind
didn't
of
even know that was Star Lord.
But it's so
It
good,
was this
man.
Nutcracker.
We're going to talk about it. Yeah. But yeah.
I may have already spent some money.
All right, so there you go. There's our weekend games. Anything else you guys want to throw out for our weekend game before we get to the news?
Matt and I are in silver. Did we talk about that last episode?
No, that didn't happen before last episode.
Yeah,
There you
so
go.
that was a big day. That was a big
I
day.
guess you could say things are getting pretty serious.
Pretty serious, yeah. We had a couple good games there. I did. If Rogue was picked, I played a bunch with Gambit this week as well, and I think I took him to comp, and really liking him, getting used to all the different abilities and stuff like that. So it's nice to have the 2 new heroes. That way, you have a better chance of at least picking one of them. Once it's old.
Yeah.
The whole 2 weeks or whatever month ago.
Yep.
So enjoying that.
All right. Well, let's move on to the news, guys, in our news segment that we call the Not So Daily Bugle News.
J. Jonah Jameson here.
All right. Well, I didn't think we'd be talking about this so soon, but the Video Game Awards happened. And unfortunately, Rivals did not win Best Ongoing Game. However, they did have a pretty big presence at the awards show in terms of one of the many big popular trailers. I want to say, actually, this trailer, I forget where I read this, was the most viewed reveal trailer from the VGAs, after on YouTube, the most viewed. And that is, we have the trailer now for Season 6, Night at the Museum. It is dropping, I think January 16th is the date. And
Starring Ben Stiller.
I know, right? It revealed our next 2 heroes and even told us who the first one's going to be. And that, of course, is Deadpool, who is omnipresent in this trailer. We're also going to get Elsa Bloodstone halfway through, so in Season 6.5. But what do you guys think of not only just Deadpool coming to the game, but the reveal of the trailer? What are kind of overall thoughts, I guess, of what do you guys think? Somebody, anybody. Is this a good...
Okay, so
go, Matt.
Two different things. Trailer, beautiful. Art style, amazing. Great trailer. Content-wise, underwhelmed.
What do you think of the voice actor for Deadpool?
Who is it?
I don't know. But it's just so Deadpool now in my head will always be Ryan Reynolds, man. And I know they couldn't probably get him for this game. And I'm almost surprised that he would not want to do it, just because of how he is Deadpool.
Alejandro Saab.
Yeah. And I'm sure he's going to, after we play with the character enough, he's going to just become second nature to us. But it was kind of just off-putting to me, wait a minute, that's not my Deadpool. That's not Deadpool.
So I don't have any attachment to Deadpool, but I also feel like Deadpool has become the Joker and Harley Quinn of Marvel Comics, where it's just it's too much. It has become the cash grab. There are people who are just yeah, I like Marvel Comics, I like Deadpool. And it's just not to yuck anybody's yum, but it's now this makes me sound like I'm gatekeeping. Whereas if you only like Deadpool, then you're not a real I don't want to be like that. But I just think it's oversaturated the market. But I will say all of that, it's going to bring so many people to Rivals that haven't played the game before, and they're just I've been waiting for Deadpool. So yeah.
I think the addition of dinosaurs, I hope that comes into the game for sure, because they got this T-Rex. Is this Devil Dinosaur, or is this just random T-Rex from Savage Land kind of deal?
I believe
it's got to be the map, Dinosaur. Right? Surely this museum is the map.
It's got to be.
Yeah. And Giant Sentinel, I want that in my game. We have the destroyed one in is that Midtown? No.
Yes.
Yeah, when you go inside.
Yep. Yeah, he's sitting on the throne or whatever. But give me one that's moving around, or next zombies mode, you fight a sentinel kind of thing. I think that would be pretty cool. And it's very Deadpool centered. You only get Elsa Bloodstone at the end, and I don't know. I don't know much about her. At first I thought, I was talking to one of you, I think I'm like, oh, is this Blade's daughter? I forget who this was because this came up
That was us.
before. Yeah, and no, it's somebody else, and we'll learn about her. But I don't know. It's very like they knew they would get the clicks, obviously, with showing off Deadpool, so they went with
Yeah.
it. And Throg is in there.
Yep.
Oh yes, please.
Freaking awesome. It would be cool to have like an ability that Deadpool summons him, maybe, or something.
Oh no,
like that.
we need Throg as his own character.
Or his own hero.
Don't be
Okay.
mad.
I
Because-
mean, yeah. He'd be small, right? Little tiny Throg.
They can do it. They could do it.
Well, yeah. Well, we're kind of what's in the game right now with the latest patch. There might be a way to actually do that. But what do you guys think of? So I say with the latest patch. So last week they actually added on top of this trailer coming out. They added Deadpool to the roster in the game as a duelist. Right? Wasn't he in the game as a duelist to start?
Yeah.
And
it just
then-
said lost.
And it said, he was locked, but you couldn't. He was available January 16th. And then this week, now that we have the latest patch that just came out here this morning, he is now a Vanguard in the game. So this has a lot of people, and we actually got a comment from Brickwall292. He said, with Deadpool jumping around from being in the DPS category to now being with tanks, what role do you think he's going to be? What do you think he will play like? And then we also had a message from Final Hex Girl basically saying, like, are they just having Deadpool do what he does where he breaks the fourth wall? And is Deadpool going to be possibly all three? And you pick what he's going to be. Like, do you think that's a possibility? And I was kind of thinking that this morning when I played the Jeff mode. So we're going to talk about that in a second too. But
Yeah.
there's multiple Jeffs in that mode that have different abilities. And it makes me think, like, is that the beginning of having same characters with different loadouts, giving them different, classes, if you want to say.
Abilities.
Ability.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So is that something that's coming to the game? And could Deadpool be the first character to actually do it in standard mode?
I'd say no. Only because then how do you take that character into competitive?
Same way you do any other character.
Yeah.
Well, then you're
You can still
effectively
pick
adding
whoever you want.
3 new characters to the game.
Right.
Yeah,
You
you are.
know? And so it's like, why? For the sake of the bit?
I mean, honestly, with that character, probably, because it seems like everything they do with Deadpool is for the sake
I
of the
think
bit.
there would be like one of the
That's-
ways that I was talking with people about for the bit to do it anyway is like have him troll the player. And so like based on how the match is doing, like say he's the duelist and you're playing him and he's like all of a sudden you hear the voice line like 0-6, bud. You sure you don't want to switch? Like, so like speaking to the player or speaking to the other team or something like that. I feel like that would be less of a lift. Whereas this just like the idea of having him flex classes just
I
seems
don't
like
think-
But
a whole lot of
why
work.
do it though? That's
I
what
don't
I'm
think
thinking.
this is meaningless. Yeah, like they're doing it for a reason. So I think
To get us to talk about it.
Yeah, and in a maybe a more in line with what you're saying, Matt. I don't think it'll be this way, but I think a step down from that could be a weekly Deadpool. It's like this week
and
Deadpool
change it.
is a support. This week Deadpool's Vanguard. This week Deadpool, and it's like what Deadpool are we gonna get this week?
But
And
see,
it's on a
that would be the
rotation.
issue with comp then, is like, then what
Yeah.
week
Right,
are you playing
right.
comp? I don't think
Yeah,
that would work.
so I don't. But like that's so I think it is going to be like the Jeff thing, where it's like I think we're probably getting all three.
See it in a
and,
mode, but I don't
The only thing that I think that they would need to do, though, is differentiate it. So when you're playing in comp, you have to be able to look across that battlefield, look at that Deadpool, and know which Deadpool that is. But with the character model of Deadpool, like I don't know.
When you pull up the battle screen, it would have whatever.
It would
symbol
show
next to
that,
his
yeah,
name.
yeah. But I
Yeah.
mean, you're like mid match, like you're not always going to be able or want to do that, like especially in the. Well, I'm just saying on the higher levels of
that's a good
competitive,
point.
like.
I don't
Yeah.
understand like people not being cognizant of what's on their screen. Like that will never be an excuse to me. Like, oh, you don't have time to notice the symbol next to a player's name. Like, come on.
I thought you were saying go to the scoreboard, like where I'm literally going to
Yeah.
be playing in Rivals Ignite Grand Finals with like $250,000 on the line. I'm not going to pull up the scoreboard because I'm worried about
there's
knocking
You
out the
don't
person
have
in
a
front of me.
spare second. to
Yeah,
press
those guys
tab
don't
to
have that
pull up
second. We have that second, but they don't. Like that just seems that would not be what they would want to do for.
Yeah, that's a
new
good
character.
point. I really don't know how you distinguish healer Deadpool from tank Deadpool or support Deadpool from whatever, you know.
Maybe it would be it could be if they do it simple as like different designs or
stances or
costumes, something
weapons.
like that.
The weapons, maybe.
like-
Yeah, there's a way
Give
to
it a
do
different silhouette, like not DPS duelist. He could have his guns out. Vanguard.
You
he could
couldn't
have
do
his sword.
costumes because I was
sword.
thinking like maybe X-Force Deadpool for one.
Yeah.
Deadpool and Wolverine Deadpool for another, but then people would be complaining like, I want this one on this.
Yeah.
I don't think you
I
can do
want-
that.
That's one of the big things why I don't feel like they would give us all three classes. I think it's literally just like moving it around,
Messing
and
us around.
trolling us like that. I don't know.
Something that I liked, I saw the comment here before the show. Speculation on Deadpool abilities. We talked about that. Will his ult be grabbing a player's health bar and beating them with it? That would
I
be
think that
amazing.
was deity, wasn't it?
Oh, jeez.
I love it. Captain America said it in
That'd be sick. Yeah.
the chat.
Or just
Like,
like he's
that'd be so
attacking the
good.
health bar itself instead of the player.
Yes. Oh man, so good.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what they come up with.
We shall see. So January 16th. I mean, we're still what now? A month away. But he's going to be rotating through
come quick.
our. And you know, it would be interesting too to see if they do other silly things. Like he's appearing in the roster. Like is he maybe going to just start appearing on maps? Is he going to appear on like our home screens, like or in Times Square? That would be cool if he just suddenly just started appearing in Times Square, just like kind of causing chaos. Might be something they're maybe going to do with him. Well,
Like you replace Loki on the map in Asgard with like.
see, that would be cool. I think if they did something like that, like he's just going to be causing mayhem kind of in the game right now.
How many weeks do we have until the next season?
4 weeks.
4 weeks.
January
Oh, man.
16th.
Yep.
I guess we'll see after if he turns support next week. We'll see what's after that, and maybe that'll give us more of a clue.
Yep. All right, let's see. We have a new patch course that came out this week, and coming with that, we have the big holiday festival is here, bringing with it new decorations to Times Square. Jeff's Winter Splash Festival is back. We actually, shortly before we went here on the air, we all jumped into it. What do you guys think of this Jeff mode coming back? We have a new map with it, with Jeffland, which is great. The map, it's an incredible map. I mean, the art team obviously knocked it out of the park like they always do. We were talking just a little while ago how you actually have now 3 different Jeff kits. So the Jeffs do play differently. We have the one that kind of is your painter that kind of spins around and then is also able to kind of paint on the ground. What else does that ability have, Matt? He spins, and what else does he do? Is it just a stream?
The spins and then the stream, yeah.
The stream.
And the spin is on a cooldown. So it has a big like AoE, but I think it has like a 7 or 8 second cooldown. And so then you just have to use your stream, and you can't do anything else. You can't shoot projectiles. You can't do anything else. The stream still does do damage, but I believe it's reduced.
Yeah. The Keeper has little bubbles that you throw out that eventually pop and burst and paint the ground. But then you also have, if you hold down your primary, you create this like big snowball that he kind of runs on, and then he launches it forward. It gathers anybody up, including your own teammates, that Ken's did to me twice in a row when we first played it and killed both of us by rolling us off the map.
You live and learn.
Yeah, but it also paints the ground. And then what's the other? I haven't played the other mode or the other. There's the Keeper, the Painter.
It's like
what is
a
it?
striker. So it's more like a DPS. That's what I played the last couple games. And you've just got more your regular secondary fire
Hawktua.
bubbles. Hawktua. Yeah, that's
Hawktua
what it's
Jeff.
called. The Hawk Tool, and he's got so that's his basic ability, but you can do kind of like a Adam Warlock charge up machine gun Hawktua.
Nice.
And spit out like 4 or 5 at the same time.
Dang.
And of course, now
pretty
wasn't it only 2 teams last time? It wasn't 3, or was it 3?
Right.
It was 2
3,
teams.
yeah, yeah.
2. Now it's 3 teams of 4 on this map.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean the map
It's a
is
big
just-
map.
It is pretty big. Yeah. There's holes you can fall down in. There's
Really cool.
edges to it where you can go off. There's a Ferris wheel. There's a merry-go-round.
Yeah.
Christmas trees. It's cool. It's neat.
Yeah, there's little
I will say
ledges and stuff.
the mode itself, though, like I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the actual mode. It just seems almost too
Paint in the ground.
chaotic, random, where it's just like. But I'm glad it's here. I'm glad. I remember even last year feeling this way about the mode. I am glad this time too with the missions they put in there. You kind of have your choice. It's either play 5 Jeff matches or just play 3 other matches, and you're still going to get kind of credit for completing that mission. So that's kind of cool that they did that. You don't have to actually play the Jeff Winter mode or Jeffland mode. Matt, you love this mode, right?
I love it. I love it. Was it this or no? We were in Times Square and I said this game is so stupid. I love it.
Yeah.
But it's just, I don't know. There's something for everybody in this game.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And if you don't want it's a different kind of frustration you get in this match because it's like, I literally just painted over that. Why isn't my team over here, helping me? I'm just a little guy trying to paint the ground. And that's what I did. I was the painter and just sitting there, Tokyo drifting around the map. But yeah, I love anything seasonal, and this doesn't try to be anything more than what it is, if that makes sense.
I mentioned Times Square. So Times Square now is completely decorated. We have a big Christmas tree. I mean, it was kind of obvious.
So good.
I think that it was going to be coming. But yeah, it looks great. Now, that isn't really the major decorations in Times Square. They also brought Pim's Test Kitchen, which if you haven't done this yet, be sure to get into Times Square. Go eat a burger over at the little food cart that's there, kind of right outside Pim's Test Kitchen.
Mark, it's called a Pimini sandwich.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a little burger. No, Pimini.
Pimini sandwich.
I gotcha. But go eat one of these, and it'll do one of two things. It'll either shrink you, and you get tiny, or you get large, and it's on a 1-hour cooldown, which I think is kind of weird. I don't understand why they're doing this. I guess they want you to keep coming back. But have we learned yet if this thing stacks? Because
it must.
It has
Some are
to, right?
so big.
Some people are
so small too.
So
I just
big.
put the photos up on Discord of what we saw earlier.
So there was a Dream Thickle Venom that was probably almost as high as
a building.
I got the picture.
Like huge, with another Venom standing below him in the crotchal area, let's say, and his I'm sorry, the taint area, and his head was on.
Much better.
I had to clarify. The head, it just was crazy, and he's twerking, and it's like, what are we doing? But it is such craziness when you go to Times Square now. There are giant heroes everywhere, huge Groots just lumbering through like they're Godzilla. Like it is the wildest thing, and this game continues to just impressed with what they're bringing to the table. It's nuts. It's absolutely insane. I don't even know what to say when I saw this, because they said they were going to put this test kitchen out, and it was like, okay, what are they going to do that's kind of silly? And then you see the first trailer that they showed us for this whole new holiday, man. Oh, it's a big Jeff. Ha ha ha. Look at him walking around. And then you actually log into the game, and it's like, oh, it's just not a double-sized Jeff. It's like the biggest Jeff you could possibly imagine in the game. That's just
a skyscraper
breaking Times Square. It is. I think, Matt, it's when you just said this game is so stupid, but I love it. Like,
yeah.
Yes, that's it. That's this game right now. It is amazing. I love it. I don't know. What do you guys got to say about the test kitchen? Is there anything just to say about it? I don't know.
It completely changes what Times Square is.
Yes.
No one's worried about going outside the map now. Well, mostly because you can't, because
You're
the
huge.
Jeffs, if they've taken the burger, then it locks out all your abilities.
Right. Yeah,
so
you
all you
can't
can
do
do
it.
is
Yep.
move around.
I was sad about that. That's
which is
one concern.
smart, because that's less you
God,
have to do map wise.
But you can still do your emotes. So, like, I saw a giant Emma Frost, huge, like the biggest Emma Frost you can imagine, sitting on her throne on the top of the stairs, just sitting, taking up all the stairs, just huge. And or you could be like I blew up as the Hulk, And I could do his alt where he has the the world breaker where he breaks the earth.
Oh,
and it's
yeah.
just like this huge earth, just like shattering it. It's so good.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I haven't been in there yet. Is this how many people can you have that are big? Is it like
Yes.
I
unlimited,
mean,
No, it's
or-
random.
So it's
max
random. You don't
limit
pick whether
is
you go big or small.
100.
It's 100 people
Okay.
in Times Square, but I would guess there's something with them because the piminis or the burgers are
Thank you.
are random, that there may be something on the back end that's making sure that they're maybe
Not
evening it
everybody
out
goes
so
big.
nothing's
So you just
breaking it.
log in and you're either big or you're not?
No,
Or
you
how
got to
do
go
you go
to
eat a
Oh,
eat a
okay.
the food
panini.
stand
There's a
and
little
say I want
stand.
to do it. Yeah.
And it says, "Are you sure?" There's a 1 hour cooldown. It might tell you can't use your abilities.
It does.
Because
doesn't
these are real in
Can't cancel
demand
it.
right now. So if you're gonna buy it and not eat it, then we'd rather you just not buy it
Yeah.
because it's a hot new thing right now.
We'll check it out after Ken's, and you'll get what we're talking about. It's crazy.
Cannot wait.
It's just dumb, but it's so good, dumb in the best way possible.
Yeah.
Let's see what else. We had another new event, the Gone Nutty for Gifts event. So this is a new event coming to the game. Well, not coming to the game. It's already in the game. Of course, this is another premium one. Although they are giving you a free costume, right? What's the free one? Is it the Magneto?
Magneto.
The black and gold Magneto.
This looks pretty cool.
So you have the black and gold Magneto. There's also Squirrel Girl's Tinseltail and Winter Soldier's Winter Buckaroo costume. These are, I guess, holiday skins, or costumes. Although the Magneto one, really more just
It's
like
made
X-Men
out of
gold?
chronovium.
yeah. And essentially in this one, you're completing missions. This one actually is kind of like the Jeff one we just had for the anniversary event, where there's both free nuts and gold nuts that you get, and you basically shoot your nuts at the tree.
You
And,
nut the tree.
Yep, just shoot your nut on the tree,
Nut the
shooting it,
tree.
and you're taking out the different
Ornaments?
things to unlock emotes, tokens, all those type of things. Matt, you bought this one, right? I think right before we went on the air.
Yes, I'm done with the first tree and I'm on the second tree.
Oh wow!
What? Really?
Yeah.
That's so many nuts.
Well, you bought it. Did you buy it this morning, or like just recently? Because that's quick. If you
I bought it when I jumped on
oh wow,
doing games.
So it must give you a whole bunch of nuts.
It gave me like 3, I think, of each at the start.
Wow.
And so the first card is all Winter Soldier, Winter Buckaroo, and then the second card is Magneto, Squirrel Girl, and all that stuff.
Gotcha.
And then there are like some Christmas Galacta things sprinkled in there too. But yeah, I really want the Christmas Squirrel Girl costume. Not
Yeah.
gonna lie.
yeah, it is.
Gotta
Well,
do
you played her a
Anything-
lot.
I mean
too,
anything
so yeah.
Christmas. Yeah.
Yeah. I think they're really knocking the Christmas out of the park this year compared to last year. I mean, last year they had stuff
It
planned,
came out.
but this time it's like they're all in
Well,
this go around.
I think they wanted to. It was also like the month of launch last year,
Yeah.
so it was like,
Yeah.
let's put out some stuff with a little shelf life to it, because it was Icicle Venom,
Groot and Rocket.
Ski
Right?
Bunny Magic,
That's right.
Groot, and then Rocket. Groot, Christmas Tree Groot, and then like Santa Hat Rocket. So it was like not a lot of stuff there. Oh, and the ski suit Jeff. So it was stuff that could extend past Christmas or the holiday season, which was smart. But now that they know more of the tendencies and stuff that will sell well, I'm surprised that we didn't get like a Luna or somebody else here, but we did literally just get them in the anniversary, so maybe that's why. But yeah.
I mean, they kept bringing the holiday costumes. We have 3 premium costumes that have entered the game. We have the Star-Lord, what is it? The Starcracker skin,
Yep.
the Snow Spider, which is the Penny costume, and then also the Daredevil's Not Daredevil costume. I gotta say, I mean, the Star-Lord is incredible as a Nutcracker. Matt, you showed us you can actually walk and like march as the Nutcracker, which
Full
is
disclosure, I bought all of them already.
Yes,
I bought the bundle.
the big bundle.
3,800 blue nuts. And the Star Lord is probably my favorite because I'm a huge Nutcracker guy. And it the emote is him marching like as a toy soldier, and you move with it across the map. It's not just stationary. So it reminded me of the in Overwatch, they just released the sledding emote that a bunch of people are using in matches right now that can move you around the map, and is a lot of people are trolling with. But then also the music, it played March of the Nutcracker? Whatever. The
Sugar Plum?
Sure.
One of
the
the
Sugar
Nutcracker
Plum?
songs.
And then like his voice line when he ults is "Happy Holidays" as he proceeds to pew pew people.
That's great.
And then like with Penny as well, like the snowman mech. She has like the sitting by the fire emote, and when she ults, it plays Jingle Bells.
Man.
And I gotta say, the spider, like in game, looks awesome. Like the spider mech looks incredible. Like the original, like you look at the picture, it looks cool.
Snowballs. It's so good.
I mean, it's a snowman, and then when you drop the nest, and it's the little tiny like snow spiders. They got little like hats on. I think I may have to go in on this bundle when it's on sale till January 16th. So
yeah, I will say. Daredevil is underwhelming for me because he doesn't have any of those special effects, like music or anything. So you can get each of them separate.
Right.
So,
but I think the price of two is actually like more expensive than getting the bundle. I think each one was like, each one was 2,200, I think, or maybe not all of them. No, I think, you know what? Daredevil might have been 1,600. And the other two might have been 2,200, but what was it? 3,800 for all three. So it's kind of like, he's gonna.
Right, and I will say, like his name card is static. Like it seems like he's the lower tier of the three of them. Yeah, I switched my name card automatically to like the 3D motion Starcracker name card. Oh my gosh,
awesome!
I'm a sucker for it.
That's awesome.
We have some more costumes coming to the game, guys. Not only the new holiday costumes, but Ken's, they're bringing back old holiday costumes. So they are no longer exclusive to last holiday. What do you think of this? Bringing back the old, they're bringing the Groot, they're bringing the Rocket, they're bringing the Ice Man.
This is not surprising to me at all. What you have not mentioned is that the one hang-up costume I have had a problem with them taking away and not bringing back is back in the game, and that is the Captain America one. And
this is the second time they brought it back.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad it's back.
So just everything.
So you're gonna buy it now? Is what you're telling me?
I'm not probably ever gonna buy it. I just want it to be available to be purchased,
just in case you have that inkling to make a terrible 3:30 in the morning purchase. But
it is what I think probably the best Captain America skin. But I don't play Captain America, so.
But that wolf is out now. That might be the best.
It's very good as well.
The only one I still don't own is the mustard yellow, aim neon yellow, whatever you want to call it. But I have to. I have to buy it. I'm just dragging my. I do though. That's my collection. It's like I have to have all the.
Gotta catch them all.
I gotta catch them all. Any other comments here on the holiday stuff in the game? What do you guys think? Like, I think they nailed it this go around. You know, I think the cool thing too is with all the eyeballs. I mean, Matt, you brought a good point, or whoever mentioned it, of Deadpool coming to the game. Even though he's not in the game now, just having that trailer at the VGAs maybe like entice people to say, "Hey, let me go check out Rivals." And now when they log in and have all these things happening, actually, the 18 versus 18 Annihilation now, permanent game mode, right? Totally. Is it? I mean, Matt, you put that in the rundown. Is that like a thing now? It's actually out of the arcade.
I didn't put that in the rundown.
Who put that in there? Somebody said it wasn't included.
Who did it?
That was me. It was announced on their Discord afterwards.
Nice.
Sorry, we meant to tell you guys that the 1818 is out of arcade now, and it's a permanent mode. And
love that.
Just because they didn't want to split the people picking everything for the arcade too much, or just picking some. So they made it permanent and didn't include it in the notes.
What if they took out Resource Rumble in like the playlist, like competitive and stuff, and randomly threw in like an annihilation match?
I mean,
how would you react?
Well, it couldn't be an 18 versus 18, right? It would have to be 6v6 because it would be within quick match, right? So you couldn't.
Yeah. You just bring in more
you
people.
Can do anything. Guan can do anything.
So you're going to tell me in comp, in Plat, they're going to suddenly have guys where you think you're going in playing 6v6 and suddenly combine 3 lobbies into an 18 versus 18?
I posited a fun little situation, and like
this is
all
serious,
of a sudden,
Matt. This is serious.
You're just like crapping on it, like
shutting them down.
I don't like it. I'm telling you how I feel. I don't like that. I don't like it. 6v6. That was my question. However, is it a 6v6 or are we doing 18 versus 8? 18.
It'd be 18-18. That would be the funny thing. Like you're playing your matches and all of a sudden you're like, oh no, 18v18.
I've trained for this.
And if you lose, you're timed out of competitive for a certain amount of time. No, so everything is on the line.
You'd have to pad it to be like, if you win, you get like, X amount more points in your climbing. But if you lose, then it's like, it's not as big a hit because it is like a wild card they're throwing in there. Yeah. I think something like that would be
That's
fun.
An April
we all know
Fool's
that I
Day
had
thing.
Different
comp
takes.
is only 18 versus 18 on April Fool's Day.
That
would be the way to do it. I think that would be funny. That would be good. Just like totally throw everybody or whatever game mode you pick, it just does the complete opposite every single time. You think you're playing quick play, you're doing comp. You think you're playing Resource Rumble or whatever, you're playing Annihilation. Like it just jumps around and it never is right. Kind of like what does Overwatch do? What do they call that? Where they have like all the googly eyes. They'll do that every once in a while where the characters.
I avoid that every year.
Oh, it's because so good though.
I hate the googly eye look. Like I don't know if there's like a phobia about that, but
it is unsettling. Yeah, I agree. I see where you're coming from.
Makes my skin crawl.
But see, I like that mode because their abilities are just always wonky. Like it totally messes with everybody's abilities. So I think that would be cool if Rivals did that.
Well, I liked when they did Mirror Watch. That was
cool.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what they do last year for April Fools was the big head.
Yes. Yep.
Correct.
Yeah. Which, oh man, that's an emote.
Something.
So what does that look like if you are the giant Venom? Because I have that. The Venom one is, I think I bought.
Someone go test it.
So what if you are a giant Venom in Times Square and then pop the big head on top of that?
Tag us on socials at Rivals Assemble Pod on X. No, at Rivals Assemble on X.
That's everybody's homework. Rivals Assemble Pod. That's your homework. Make it happen.
Or science.
Yeah, for science. Science. We had a little bit of announcement this week from Rivals Ignite, which didn't necessarily expect this to be coming out this week, but the future of Marvel Rivals esports in 2026. And they said, brace yourselves for the exciting launch of Marvel Rivals Ignite 2026. Experience a competition format that is more professional, more mature, and more exciting. Please stay tuned for our announcement with more information to be released soon. So what do you guys think, man? I know, Matt, I know you were stoked. You were the one that sent this through to the chat.
And then one of the casters who was involved in Rivals Ignite, my gosh, I can find it.
Cozy. He's the only one I know.
Nope. Well, not Vaudable. Is he one of their casters, or does he do casting on the site? I'm blanking on all the casters' names.
Golden
now.
Boy. Are we bringing Golden Boy in? Is he coming into the game? He's like one of the big casters, but
he said, "Will we know if it's going to come in before the end of this year or next year?" And Danny Koo responded to that tweet saying 2025. So within the next 12, 13 days, we will know. I'm really excited. I think it's an interesting move for Rivals Ignite, given that they lost, I think, 4 or 5 of the teams who were in the grand finals this year. who said that they were stepping back from they released their teams, and said that some of them said that they were going to keep an eye on developments with the game, and you talking to different people, there are different things that teams wanted from this professionally, or in terms of partnerships and things. So I'm interested to see what it is. I think it's very interesting the descriptors that they used: more professional, more mature.
Yeah, what does that mean? That's kind of what I'm more interested in. I mean, for what they did for the grand finals, they look pretty well professional. Looked like a awesome esports event. I mean, you were there in person, but they had the screens going. How you were saying how they were kind of immersive. When they had the maps going, they had all that going on. They had great casting. But yeah, what makes it more mature?
Speaking with some of the team of the Marvel Games team, who I met at the grand finals, I wasn't sure exactly what was going on, but some conversations led me to believe that like not everything went as planned with the event. Maybe in terms of just like working with the space they had, or with the event coordinators or whatever. But they were all lovely people. But I don't know what more you would want out of an event like that. I think it'll be more about structure, incentives for teams, things like that.
I almost wonder too if it's, well, yeah, like the incentive for teams, that may be the more mature. Well, that would be, I guess, more professional. But part of me almost wonders if they signed, because Overwatch did this early on, was they signed an exclusive deal with YouTube to only have their events like shown on YouTube for streaming on the internet. And I almost wonder if something like that is going to happen with Rivals, because then that brought money in to the game. I mean, this day and age now, though, because of just streaming as broad as it is, people watching things in different places, I don't know if that would make enough sense, but it would if it's going to bring extra money to the prize pool for it. I don't know. And I mean, we talked about it before. Like, I wish they would do what Valve does for like the international, where like they give us bundles of costumes to buy within the game that then builds the prize pool for the players. Which just, balloons the prize pool. I don't know. But it's exciting though to know, because I think just a couple weeks ago when we were talking about all those teams leaving, we were kind of wondering, like, are we even going to get anything in 2026? Or is there, like, I thought we read somewhere that they were like taking next year off and waiting until the following year. But I mean, this is exciting that like, no,
Marvel never said anything like that. It was teams that had said that. But then you had big moves like in the past 2 weeks, Tara, who was with 100 Thieves and was like their #1 duelist, he signed with Na'Vi, who came in second, nearly took the entire grand finals. Like, they scooped him up, which was a huge move. Like, one of the best names in Marvel's pro sports, esports, just scooped up by a European team. And so I'm interested to see how North America teams respond, because it was mostly North American teams who released their lineups. So how they respond, if they're like trying to claw people back, or what happens once we get this announcement.
Outside of Ignite, are there any other tournaments going on that get streamed and stuff like that, like big time things?
So I know that there's like a different level, like it's not affiliated officially with the game, but there's like a collegiate league, kind of, which has its own set of casters who not that they're not as good or at the same level. It's just like they're not affiliated with the game.
Yeah, I'm just thinking
the same level as these others are.
For these pro teams, when there's no tournaments like that, what are the pro teams doing? Just practicing?
Yeah, that was one of the big things that they were talking about. There were some team. It was hard for some teams to scrim, practice matches, because they didn't have an organization fighting for them. So like Chopper Mag, who was largely I'm not sure where they stand right now, but they didn't have a backing sponsor. Like they were just a team that was together. And so it was literally like a person for them who was trying to get them matches with people to practice against.
So do you think maybe the
so-
more professional is that you're not going to have those smaller indie teams, and that it's actually going to be the bigger teams that are going to really be? Because we didn't have, I mean, there are bigger teams in like Call of Duty League or in Overwatch or League of Legends. Like there are the, like, there was no Optic in Marvel Rivals Ignite, right? So like, are we going to have those teams starting to come in, and maybe that's where the professional part is what they're kind of saying is they're enticing these larger teams to take a play into it.
I think that could be part of the framework in saying like we're offering a path toward partnership, and we're looking to, like, Overwatch a couple months ago announced like their new professional, like their basically like the class of 2026, if you will, of like the professional teams that they're working with. And there were I think like Nightmare was one that I was following, and they weren't selected as part of that. So I could see that being a thing like, hey, we're looking for our first class of partnerships that we want to build out. And that will be, I don't know if that's something you would do as part of this next competitive season, we make that part of the prize, or we're going into the season looking to already have those established contracts.
Right.
I also think it would be stupid or not stupid. I think it would be missing an opportunity if you turned away someone like Chopper Mag, one who pulled in huge numbers. You had like huge grassroots support for people, like showed up for them, and they performed pretty well in the finals for not having sponsors. So offering paths to partnership for bigger established teams, but also like indie teams, like, hey, if you can get here, prove to us that you're worth the investment.
Yeah.
Wasn't the whole thing that it was like through online qualifications, right? That they got into Ignite? It wasn't an invitation, right? It was, hey,
Right,
are you
yeah.
top of NA? Are you top
Yeah,
of
that was
Europe?
cool.
You get in. Like that, I think that makes it neat that anyone, if you got a team and you're good enough, you can go through the online quals, you can be part of that tournament. It's not gatekeeping, oh, these guys have the most followers or whatever, so we want to get them in our tournament. Like they did the invitationals as well.
Yeah.
But
They're
it all
like,
came from
what do you think that middle ground is? Because like attracting those big names that will always bring eyeballs and always bring butts in seats, versus the democratization of
anybody
performance and awarding that, what's that happy medium? Is it like X amount of slots because then it becomes, can you buy your way into the competitive season, and how does that, is it skewed between the two? Is there,
I think you keep it separate. Like how they had the invitational, you can invite those people, or you have it where you earn your way. I think even like a weekly league, you know what? They should just do the Overwatch League. That works so well. But just to have like a season and not, I mean, it makes sense to have to only get everybody all together for the 1 week or the weekend. But just to have it kind of keep going on, like you watch a couple like the football, right? You got one match a week, and you kind of see how they do, and you follow them, and who's coming up? We got a tournament coming up, like quarterly or whatever. But I think that just keep it in their top of mind kind of deal. Like I did watch some streams this past week for the first time in a long time. One, because I wanted to get the Twitch drops, and I almost missed last season's, so it was like a big push so I could get those. But then I just kind of rolled right into it, and I was just watching some of the some of the top streamers or whatever, and it was pretty fun. There was like a Christmas tournament or something one of the streamers was doing, and they had issues with ping and stuff like that. So having it obviously in person is a lot better, but I think it's cool the way they're doing that.
Like J3 was he's one of the biggest rival streamers right now. He was talking, he's been putting out a lot on X about trying to like putting out feelers about making a tournament for, people of any level, because I think that's also a thing. It's having done a lot of the PlayStation. I've done 3 PlayStation Cups now, with varied results. And I think it's been good for my confidence in the game competitively, because I think it seems like such a walled garden to someone who isn't maybe excited isn't the right word, but like I love looking in on the competitive scene, but would never think that it was something that I could do for myself. But knowing that there's a possibility that, I can win a tournament cup every 2 weeks, I think it's genius.
And hey, your very first competition, you were in the grand finals and a live in-person
I
event.
wasn't.
Come on, man.
I'm chasing that peak.
Yeah. We were in a pseudo LAN tournament too. We were all in person playing together, but it was still not a LAN, and the game crashed 12 times the first day. All right, moving on from that, which is, that's super exciting. I can't wait to see where Rivals Ignite is going to go this next year. I really think this is going to be a coming out year for Rivals Esports. I really do. I think just kind of what they ended on last year, and kind of just the success this game is having right now. I think it's going to be a big year for it. A couple other quick things. We have some new McFarlane toys coming. So who do we have before? We had the Hulk and Venom?
And Anti-Venom.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
So
Hulk,
now
Venom, and Anti-Venom.
We have 2 new 1/6 scale. These are 11 inches tall. We have an Iron Man and a Spidey coming to, the Spidey's 10 inches tall, I should say. But each comes with, obviously, the costume, or the character, the figure in a Marvel Rivals #1 comic in the box as well. So these are pretty sweet. Do we know the price on these yet? They go on pre-order today, actually. I think they're available, right?
I want to think they were like 60 USD.
Yeah, so different retailers have it, but I think like Walmart, I know, is one of them. And probably even McFarlane. He's probably got a website you can get it to from him exclusively as well. But hey, you got to collect them all. There's only 4 out there right now, so kind of get in.
Not really a fan of the Spidey costume.
You know what?
I'm very action pose.
Yeah, I'm with you. And the Iron Man's cool, but I want the Hulk.
Should have been the Spider-Man PS4 Insomniac skin.
I know, but they need to differentiate as the rivals. Like even the Iron Man. Like I used to really like the Iron Man costume in the game, but there's something about the mask that is just a little off for me. Like it's neat because it was different. It's more anime, but I don't know. That's why whenever I'm in there, I always go around as the Infinity War. Is it the Infinity War? Is that what it was, right? The Iron Man?
Yeah, I think you got that one, yeah.
That's what I always wear, because it's like, that's
Iron Man. It's going to be Mark 1 once I get that one.
Oh, absolutely.
That's cool. So cool.
I have it now, so I can play it now.
Wow.
Finally here, yes, Rivals did not win for Best Ongoing Game at the Game Awards. However, they were very excited to announce that they have received the Grand Award at the PlayStation Partner Awards for 2025. I don't know what the PlayStation Partner Awards are, but they won it. The Grand Award. So is this a...
Grand.
It's very grand. It's the most grand award anybody's ever seen.
Grand.
A lot of people are saying it's very grand. Is this... I don't know. Matt, what do you know about the Grand Award?
I think it's Japan specific
I know nothing. Yeah, I think this is something Japanese.
It says Japan/Asia 2025. Japan.
Well, congratulations to Rivals for winning the Grand Award.
An award's an award. Dub's a dub.
I've seen Christmas Story that time of year. What's the best award? It's the leg lamp, right? That's a very, very great award.
No Christmas bonus.
When we do a Rivals Assemble Cup, that will be the trophy. It will be like an Emma Frost diamond leg.
There you go.
Dude, we got to get that made. That is incredible.
Big ol' thigh.
Mark, was it you that told me about they did a Ninja Turtles one?
Ninja Turtles
It was a
what?
Ninja Turtles leg, like the leg lamp, but it was a Ninja Turtles.
I haven't seen
leg?
that, but I need that. That sounds amazing.
Very cool.
That's great. All right, let's move on here. So this week, because of the news, we're not doing any Cerebro files, although next time we will be talking about Deadpool. So we'll be bringing you some Deadpool lore next time. It's kind
And
of
we'll wrap up the story of the season here for you.
That's right,
about
yeah.
Rogue and Gambit and all of that.
But let's move on here to the final segment of the show that we call What Ifs. All right, now remember this part of the show. This is the part where you get involved, and best way to be a part of the show is to join our Discord and head over to the What Ifs channel over there. You can leave us a question or topic. We ask every week for you to send us some questions here before we record, or you can also leave a comment over on Spotify under this very episode. So first one comes to us from Mark Asbury, and he says, "Hey guys, I still love the podcast. I was in the top 1% of listeners this year. So happy.
Hey.
Hey-o." He says, "Anyway, I don't have any lords yet, but I have all the trophies currently in the game. Every season they add more. Do you guys trophy hunt too?" So trophies, I'm assuming he's talking about PlayStation because you get the trophies. But there are also in the in-game achievements, and I would assume they're tying the trophies to those achievements because those are added every season as well.
For the most part, yeah, I think so.
Are you guys like going out of your way to get those?
I did at launch, but now they're always upping it with every new character and every new season. I was just like, if I get it, that's great. You know, sometimes you'll play a match and it'll be like, "Oh, you just got this thing."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
was going to say the maps always bring in like usually 2, it seems, every time. It's like, sit on Null's throne, go emote in front of, wherever in Krakoa.
Alligator Loki.
Yeah, so there are those ones. I always do those, but I don't usually chase the new hero ones because I just don't have the other, like a lot of the other hero ones. I'm not going out of my way to, do X amount of whatever with Mantis or whatever some of those are. And I know some people love that stuff, but I'm not going out of my way to do those. If they just happen to pop, great. But I'm not chasing them.
At the beginning, I did look at that quite a bit because there was a lot of opportunity to get free blue nuts.
Yeah.
And
yeah, that's true.
I don't know where I'm at now. They do keep adding rewards in there because as you get more points, there's different tiers for awards.
And costumes too, right? There was
awards.
a Storm and a Star-Lord, right?
There.
I think we're in there.
Yeah.
And some titles.
I
You get
think
titles from those.
more now they've added a lot of accessory points, which is kind of like the cop-out one now, because you can get accessory points in arcade mode.
Yeah.
I think you can get it like up to 700 a week or something like that. And so that's kind of like, oh, let's give them something free, but only have a limited amount of things they could spend it on.
So I need to check and see if I can get any because I want to get some blue nuts and get that penny snow skin. So I'm going to have a look in there. I did get one this past week. I was excited about. I played Moon Knight for the first time in a while, and I got the hit 4 people or something with your alt.
Oh, yeah.
So that felt good to get. It feels good when it pops up in the game. Like
you're like, oh.
As an achievement, I think it pops up after the game, but as a PlayStation trophy, it pops up right away. So you're like, oh yeah, I just got it. I believe that's the way it works. So that's cool. I think it's neat that people do it, and it gives people a reason to play other characters, and maybe that's what I need to, work on my variety of heroes I play. I feel like if you play the hero enough, it's just going to happen. The one with the Punisher, I've been tried to get that a few times. It's you hit your smoke and you get a knockout through the smoke or something like that. If you're a smoke grenade and you fall backwards. Yeah, I never use the smoke.
I was saying, I smoke them if you got them.
I use the smoke to escape sometimes. I do.
Yeah.
If you get jumped, but man,
it's
I had a
knockout
great Punisher game, and I felt like a jerk doing it. So we were in a match, and I forget who I was playing. I think it maybe started as a Vanguard, and the other team had a Punisher that was just like, you could tell it was one of those guys that he was trying to get kills, and he was getting a lot of the kills. And I was like, okay, we were on Midtown. They were getting a push.
Knockouts.
Yes. they got to the first point and were pushing into where the Sentinel is. So I switched to Punisher, ended up just running the table. I think I finished with 38 knockouts.
Jeez.
Punisher diff in the game, and I actually put that in the comments. Was I being a jerk for that?
Oh no!
Yes.
I absolutely
Don't
put
like
Punisher diff into the comments.
No, ban him.
I did
Not
it.
allowed.
I
That's
had
not
to
nice.
because it was just one of those moments. I was like, you know what? I'm feeling on fire. I'm feeling good, and just I was that
Well,
guy. I was.
Don't put other people down because you're feeling good.
And you know what my new favorite thing to do
You
is?
say
Are you ready for
GG.
this? Here's the
Well
new favorite
played.
thing. So I did the Punisher diff. Well, first I said GG, then I said Punisher diff, and I do this
Which
now.
it's
No.
GG.
Well, it's
GG's
the
good.
GGs.
No.
The cap emoji where he's ripping the shirt off like he's Hulk Hogan ripping
That's
it off.
cool.
I put it in the chat though, like, yeah, it was the best. And like put that in the chat.
Yeah, that's all right.
But why? How is that? So Punisher diff can't be bad, right? But
Well, no, because you're
No,
putting
because
down
you're-
the other Punisher.
Yeah, you're telling another player that they were garbage.
Yeah,
No,
and
I'm
we
just-
won because I'm better at
I mean,
at
yeah,
Punisher than you
yeah,
are.
yeah. I shouldn't
right?
have did
It
that.
was a 14-year-old kid who
Is playing his
Who
first
thought he was good
game,
at Punisher? I had to put him in his
and
place,
then he
Matt. Come
quit
on.
forever.
No.
He's like toxic community. I'm not playing this game anymore.
Mm.
No, I do not agree with your actions. Right
yeah,
now.
I don't
I'm sorry.
That was-
I just I
was
that's,
as
but
an
that's why I'm telling you
individual, not as
guys.
part
I'm
of
You
a
don't,
telling
don't apologize to us. Go find that Punisher and
go find
apologize
him.
to him.
That's fine.
Match history. Say,
He's-
hey,
he's
you know
moved
what,
on.
man? I can give you some tips if you
He's
want.
probably a giant Venom twerking in Times Square right now. He's fine.
Yeah.
Next one comes to us from Goofy Guy, and he said, "Who would you guys want to see in the next season, season 7? Ant-Man and Wasp, Professor X and Cyclops, or Throg?" So
Frog and
What is it?
I
what
really
do you
want-
Why do you want Throg? Like, I feel like it's such a
Yeah.
troll move. Like, no one is saying I want him as a real playable character because they genuinely think he's going to
so
be a good
Throg is
character.
in the game. He's an
They want him
accessory for. He's
They
an
want him
accessory
for the
Thor.
memes.
I have
Yep.
the Throg
Which I mean-
accessory on my Thor. I do.
so do I. Yep.
I would love to have Cyclops in the game, and I think given the choices here, Professor X and Cyclops, give me it. I think the Professor X with the Krakoa, Professor X with the helmet, like that would be great. He's not in the wheelchair doing backflips or
Cuts.
uppercuts, whatever he does in that fighting
Yeah.
game. It's not that Professor X.
Oh wow! So you just want to like
I want the new
erase
Professor
that part
X.
of the you want to erase that part of the character who you feel like is not as good as the one.
Well, Marvel did because they replaced it with the one that I'm wanting, the current Professor X. That's the one I want.
Wow,
Marvel
Mark,
did it.
You just
I'm just-
I'm just getting hot takes from you tonight that I'm really not sure I can back.
You're not the person we thought you are, Mark.
I'm so man.
Wow.
I think Ant-Man and Wasp would be pretty cool because they're playing around with the PIM tech now. So you know it's possible. But I was kind of thinking about it. You can't have you don't really want to be big, right? Because then you're just getting hit a lot easier. Maybe you take way reduced damage, or maybe it's an alt thing.
That's
or
gotta be. Yeah.
it would have
you
to
know,
be.
like
Like Hulk.
5-second kind of thing.
Like Hulk, where
Yeah.
you have tons of health when you pop his
But-
ult, but then you
Hear me out. What if it's all about throwing the discs like in the movies, and you could throw it at you could throw it at a teammate to give them enhanced survivability,
Gambit
or
Yeah.
throw it at an enemy team
make them
member
big?
to make them a bigger target.
Ooh, I like that.
Ooh, that's good. So right now the burger, when you eat it the first time, you're bigger, but you're not
Imnini.
huge building size. So that, dude,
Yeah.
that's a great idea. That it basically is hurting the other team by making them a bigger
I'm
target.
just saying,
I
I still think my idea about having Mystique instead of Rogue was a much better idea, but I mean,
And
it's
hey,
whatever.
maybe it'll be revealed someday that it's been Mystique
Or
or Wanda
the-
all along. Either one.
I still think it'd be cool to get Ant-Man and Wasp as a swap duo.
Yeah, like a cloak and dagger.
Like a cloak and
Yeah.
dagger, yeah.
Also Nightcrawler.
Hmm.
So there's that.
We'll see. Let's see. Next one is from Spidey83, who I believe is over in the chat right now live. Says, looking forward to trying out the Jeff game mode since I didn't last year. Are there any other game modes you would want to make a return? The only one that I would say maybe I liked the soccer one.
I think that's the only one that hasn't come back just because
the Ultron
hasn't been that time of year.
Back.
No. Yeah, I don't need the
Nobody
Ultron
liked that.
I mean, I don't need it, but I'm just saying it hasn't come back yet. Like I
but also,
see that coming back, but
going through like the cycle of things. Yeah, like for Lunar New Year, that would be the next one to come back.
Yeah,
the soccer mode,
and it was fun. Like actually, like at first I was kind of like, but then I enjoyed playing Star Lord in that mode. He was fun, kind of grabbing the ball and going up and kind of flying across. Little Rocket League mode. Let's see. Final Hex Girl, kind of on that same note, said if you guys could make a new holiday game mode different from the Jeff one, what would you want it to be? Something with presents, I think, would be cool. Like kind of right now, actually, how we have the PIM particle thing. Like maybe you're opening a present, and there's something within the present that you're opening up, and it like either makes you big, makes you small, like within the match, or just causes something crazy to happen, like it messes with your abilities. Or
I want like a combat mode, kind of like zombies, but something holiday. So like in the solo leveling Arise game, they launched their Christmas event today, and you're fighting like a demon who has like a goblins in a bucket on its back, basically, that throw exploding presents, and like then there are fireworks that go off too that can hurt you and stuff like that. So I want something like that. Maybe it's you can use a map already like we did in Zombies. Like maybe it's Christmas on Krakoa, and you could tie in something from the comics like Orcus, this organization that is out to take down the mutants or whatever, has infiltrated, and you have to find all of their hidden devices or something. Make it like Mark said, like presents, or else like, I don't know, maybe they become like additional enemies for you to defeat or something like that. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
What's
Maybe something big and combat-y.
What's the horror Santa Claus? Krampus?
No. The Krampus, yes.
Krampus? Make that like
the Wendigo.
Skin on the zombies. The Wendigo, yeah. Or like
Wendigo is in Marvel
That's
Comics.
what I'm saying. That's Marvel Wendigo. That's what you bring in. That'd be great.
You get the abominable snow monster from
Man Thing.
I just watched it. The Rudolph Christmas special. The Abominable.
Yep.
Get him in there, and he's got to put a star on the tree or something.
Yukon Cornelius. Give Thor a Yukon Cornelius skin.
Yes.
You've got something with like ice thickle venom. Make him like the big bad you have to fight, or like Dark Child.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Like Krampus or something like that. I don't know.
I don't know. It wouldn't surprise me if they. Well, I don't know, because Jeff is just kind of such the mascot for the game. But it would be cool if they decided when you're to not do this Jeff mode and surprise us with a different holiday mode. But I have a feeling we're kind of in for the Jeff's Winter Splash. I think that's kind of where we're.
I'm not mad about it.
Gonna be.
I think just doing like a snow theme on some of the regular maps would be cool.
That would be cool. Yeah, they do
like
that in Overwatch, right? They just kind of dress them up for holiday.
Ugh.
Yeah, they should do that.
Like Blizzard World at Christmas, or gosh, what's the?
Is it London or Paris? Like the not Paris, but it's the one.
It's not. I know.
You guys
what
don't know
you're
map
talking
names?
Walls,
Come on.
Shut up! Shut up!
Yes.
I know what you're talking about, Mark. Yeah.
Last one comes to us from Parkinson's. And he says, "Happy holidays. Hope everyone is looking forward to pecan pie as much as I am." Is it? You guys say pecan or pecan?
Pecan.
That's what I say. What's everyone's favorite Christmas dish?
I have to say, I don't have pecan pie at Christmas. Is that like a normal thing?
It's just like a holiday pie.
Yeah.
I don't think it's tied to any specific holiday.
Do you guys do turkey? Do you do ham? Do you do?
We do honey baked spiral sliced ham at Christmas.
Whoa, nice.
When I lived in New York, we would always go to my aunt's, and she always did a ham. Now that we've moved to the Carolinas, this is kind of odd, but we've done it now every year since we've lived down here. Is we do Italian, so we're doing like sausage and peppers, meatballs, pasta, and then sometimes even chicken parm. And it's just like this whole spread of Italian food. That's what we do. So I
need to come up to Mark's for
Yeah.
Christmas.
Wow,
Dang.
that sounds great.
When
It's
I
actually
lived in
kinda easier to
Arizona,
make. I think that's why we do it.
a lot of when I lived in Arizona, a lot of people did Mexican and would order from like really good Mexican restaurants for Christmas, and I loved it. It was great.
That's awesome.
Here in Canada, it's been long enough from our Thanksgiving. We just do another turkey, right? Because our Thanksgiving was
I respect
two
that.
months ago, not last month. So
There you go.
it's time for another turkey. So that's usually what we do, and it's pretty similar in the dishes. Nothing really different just for Christmas. We do in Christmas morning. We have it's like a cinnamon bun kind of thing. I don't know. I'll have to take a picture for you guys, but it's like a kind of dessert for breakfast kind of deal. And my
Sticky
mother-in-law makes
buns,
it.
like
Sticky buns, yeah, but you put it in a bowl and then it kind of rises, and it's just like this big cinnamon pull apart thing. And that's
monkey
been a-
bread.
Monkey bread. Yeah. That's
Okay.
what we call it here. Yeah. Yeah. And it's all little pieces and you're
Okay.
pulling it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
monkey
Yeah.
bread. Okay.
My
good.
brother-in-law's father loves to make cheesecakes. And so that's
Nice.
kind of within the last, 5-6 years has become
Dang.
one of my favorite things around Christmas is we always get one of his cheesecakes, and it is just homemade cheesecake. It's awesome. He makes either a regular one or like a, peanut butter chocolate, like all kinds of different, they're just, it's amazing. But you know what dish in my household, it doesn't get eaten, but it usually makes an appearance every Christmas. I don't know if we've talked about this on the podcast.
Fruitcake.
No, we do a white elephant game in my house.
Oh,
And many years ago, we had a deal of just for white elephant, which if you're not familiar, it's where, you pull a bunch of numbers and you have like a gag gift and you just,
Some
whoever
people
has
call
first,
it Dirty Santa.
Dirty Santa, you pick the gift. If the next person goes, if they, whatever gift they get, if they don't want it, you can swap with people. So I decided, this was back in 2000 or 2011, maybe. I'd have to look at it's written on the thing. I went to McDonald's and bought a double cheeseburger off the $1 menu. That
McDouble?
cheeseburger to this day has still been passed around our family. We still have this McDouble or whatever it was, double cheeseburger in the wrapper. It's now in a Ziploc because we've frozen it so many times. But yeah, somebody gets a cheeseburger every year and it just gets passed
Who has
around.
it?
We have it in my freezer.
Yeah.
I think my daughter got it last year. So yeah.
And you try
which
and,
which is terrible. It's like my own family keeps getting it. It's like, guys, don't grab this box. Like,
and you do it in different shapes so people.
oh
don't
yeah, it's
know.
been in bags, it's been in boxes, big boxes, little boxes, like bags. Tried everything, but yeah. So we still have. And the crazy part about it is when you open it up and look at it, it just looks like a regular. I mean, it's a little freezer burnt, but you could probably thaw that thing out and eat it. I guess I don't know. One of these days. One of these days. One final thing here. Let's all give one prediction for the game in the new year. I don't know. Do you guys? Does anybody want to go first? I mean, I'll go first. I just think that, and especially now, I think it comes from us talking about the Rivals Ignite. I think next year. I think is going to be bigger for the game than this year, both in esports and just in, I guess probably even player base. Like I think the game kind of has fallen off a little bit as the year has gone on, and some people are kind of like, oh, Rivals, it's not as competitive as Overwatch, and it's more casual, and hero shooters have kind of seemed to have gotten the stigma here recently. But I think as they're bringing in these more characters, as there's more content in the game, and as they're able to kind of spread the word about that, I think this is going to be a huge year for Rivals, and that's kind of my prediction. That this is, I mean, it's only going to be our second full year, but I think it's going to be a very big year for the game for sure.
I think we're going to see a lot more synergy and connectitude with Big Daddy Marvel. We've got Avengers Doomsday coming. I think we're going to continue to see development
Wonder Man.
of comics and just cross promotional stuff like that, which will continue to bring people to the game. But that seems like a really safe prediction. So Neil, if you've got one, I'm going to try and come up with like a wild card, like swinging for the moon.
I'm going to say I think they're going to increase the length of seasons.
Ooh.
There you go, back to the 3 months. Or stop doing 2 characters a season. Like, it's going to slow down a bit, which I'd enjoy that a little bit. I don't know.
That's a spicy take.
If that's they're going to want less money for everybody. Yeah. So,
I mean, at some
that's
point,
a wild prediction for you.
At some point, they're going to have to stop doing a hero a month, right? Like, I mean, at some point we're going to, and I don't know when that, I mean, I would want to think that's going to happen, Neil, but I can't help but feel because of the roster that Marvel has, that they're just going to be ideas. They're just going to, now, is the quality of all the heroes going to be able to, like, I think we'll get heroes, but I think sometimes we're just going to get duds. We're going to get to a point where they're just going to be duds. You know, that yes, as true as they keep these characters to their personalities, like every hero so far, it's been great. Like they encapsulate what you think of when you think of those heroes, but there are some heroes that probably just don't fit right in the game. And so when they get to that point where they're just putting a hero in just to put a hero in, that's when I think we're going to start seeing them say, okay, we need to scale back. But I think they're
I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think they're going to put a hero in the game just for the sake of putting a hero in the game. Because that was going to be one of my questions. Like, what do you mean by a dud? So that'd be interesting.
Like too generic kind of deal. I'm interested to see what Bloodstone here is going to bring that's different. I don't know what her powers are or whatever, but
I think she's going to be more Ashe from Overwatch than Widowmaker.
So what are we doing here?
Oh, he's back.
Yeah,
we're back.
No big deal, guys. I just had to call the fire department in the middle of this podcast. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Was your house on fire?
It was not on fire.
Good.
But all my smoke alarms were going off like there was a fire.
Wow.
So, and my kids slept through the whole thing. Never woke up.
But she wouldn't sleep through the wind earlier.
No, wouldn't sleep through the wind. But smoke alarms.
Yeah. So to all our audio listeners out there, Ken's has been missing for like the last 35 minutes of the pod. You probably noticed that. But if you were watching, we basically took his camera off the stream and just kept rolling like nothing happened.
He just was agreeing with everything we had to say.
Just a quick fire department visit and everyth's fine. Yeah. Now I'm lost.
We're basically at the end of the show, Ken. And we just we'll hot take, putting you on the spot. One prediction for the game for the new year.
Well, you can have a second to think because I'm gonna make a little bit more. I'm gonna make character predictions.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say Nightcrawler, Colossus. I'm not going to say Cyclops because I feel like that's a given, and that would be like a cop-out. Nightcrawler, Colossus, White Fox, another Danny Koo creation, I believe, or from the Danny Koo suite of characters. And let me pick another female character.
Jubilee.
Well, I don't want to pigeonhole myself with just X-Men. Monica Rambeau.
Okay.
You picked Monica Rambeau over Captain Marvel.
I was just gonna say, Captain Marvel.
Captain.
Spicy take.
Captain Marvel seems like a better take than I mean,
You're looking for spicy predictions, though. That's what you said you're going with. Yeah. So that's why you go Monica Rambeau.
Okay, Ken,
what you got?
To you.
Wrap it up.
What if we moved away from the holy trinity of classes and they added more classes than just? I think about I think about in Overwatch, how things were, because there were 4 classes in Overwatch
Yeah.
in the beginning,
In the
right?
beginning,
Because
yep.
one was like a
Defender, tank.
was it engineer
Strat-
or
no,
something
it's a
like
I think it was
that?
Defender,
No.
wasn't it? It was like Defender, tank.
Yeah, that sounds right. Because it was like Torbjorn and Bastion.
Yep.
I think Symmetra was one.
Yeah.
Or more of kind of like a well, I was gonna say like you have like your flyer
Utility.
DPS and your ground DPS and things like that. If that ends up kind of like being a different kind of damage roll and things like that, I don't know.
We don't really talk about rumors here on the podcast, but that was a big rumor, and I remember posting it in the chat to you guys that there was something floating around out there prior to Rogue coming out, saying that like her introduction was going to be the introduction of this 4th class, and they were splitting it up to where like I forget who it was. It was like Black Widow was getting a whole rework, and she was going to be part of that. It was like Rogue and a couple other characters were all shifting into this 4th class. Whether or not that's something that's going to happen at some point, who knows?
I feel like that's so early. Like, when did Overwatch make that change?
Overwatch started with the 4. And
it went
switched
backwards.
to the 3.
Yeah,
But we
Right.
now have more heroes than Overwatch, so it's like
When
that's
did
why.
Overwatch
Like, we have
make
so many
that
heroes now. It's
switch and
like
get rid of that 4th class?
pretty early on, wasn't it? Wasn't it like
it
year?
was
Within year
yeah. I mean,
one?
it was still in Overwatch 1. But even like, I think if you do, they could do more like tandem characters, like Cloak and Dagger,
Yeah.
Ant-Man and Wasp, things like that could be its own class in a way. But I feel like that there are definitely some ways that they could try to kind of diversify away from just the tank damage heal
yeah.
that you see a lot of. So
I think that making your dual characters their own class, that would be dope.
That would be cool, yeah.
And having just like 6 characters, one day that are doubles. And like, oh, what's your role? Oh, I'm a doubles main. Or, whatever it is.
Yeah.
So, all right, here's my I guess kind of spicy prediction is that we will get either starting midway through the year or maybe towards the end of the year, because it would be kind of the start of the next year when we kind of have the anniversary, will be the kickoff of the Year of the Villain. And that will kick off the monthly cadence of villains coming to the game, starting with Doom and then just going on from there. And we're going to have all, maybe Doom, maybe Carnage,
Sabretooth.
Morbius, Sabretooth, Lady Deathstrike, like throw in all
Green
these-
Goblin.
Green Goblin, throw all them
Doc
in,
Ock.
and that's going to be kicking off. Because I mean that's not like outside the realm, right? Like we have to. I think they've even discussed at some point bringing villains into the game. Like it's got to happen.
Okay, I wanna add some caramel syrup to the top of Mark's Sunday. I think if we get a
topping.
Year of the Villain event, we're going to get a Sinister Six event, and it's not going to be Spidey villains, but it'll be a Marvel Rivals take on the Sinister Six, which will include like Doc Ock and Green Goblin. But
From
then it will
2099.
be like, but then it will be
29.
other big villains.
Thanos.
Like it's like Doctor Doom Sinister Six.
Oh man. Yeah, because Rivals has been doing that, kind of putting their own twist on a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Because
it's
with
like
the time stream, they can do whatever.
yeah, you'll have some expected in there, but then just like others will be like, oh yeah, oh my gosh, Lady Deathstrike innocent
That's what I'm saying, man.
my guy.
Just Wolverine and Lady Deathstrike just fighting in the middle of
Take my
Tokyo 2099. Let's do it.
money. Give me the X-Men animated series skin costume.
What's the where does Logan go when he's like? I mean, I guess is he in Japan at that point? What's the city? It was in the Hawkeye. Was it the Hawkeye series?
Madripoor.
Madripoor, and it's like, give us a Madripoor map, and like, it's just,
yeah.
it would be awesome. All right, guys. Well, let's wrap it up there. That's again our final show for 2025. Happy holidays, everybody. Happy New Year. We will be back next year. Send us all your kind of exploits if you want over. Join the Discord. Again, we got a great community over there. And, we're all going to be playing Rivals here, obviously here through the holidays with these holiday events. And, if you're looking for some people to play with, hit over there with the Discord. Don't forget to head over to rivalsassemble.com. You can find all our social links over there, our X, Blue Sky, Twitch, all that good stuff. And if you want to help support the show and become a patron, you can join our Patreon at patreon.com/rivalsassemble and get more content from us, including our MCU recaps and our host episodes. And just to make it a point, if you do join that, you get access to the backlog as well. So it's not like you're just going to get the current shows coming out. So you have all the catalog of shows that we've put up so far. So any final thoughts, guys, as we wrap up 2025, as we wrap up our conversation on kind of these initial impressions of season 5.5 and the holiday events? Anything?
I'm pretty sure we are now the longest running Marvel Rivals podcast.
Hey!
We've had a lot of comrades and a lot of collaborators in the space, some who have not lasted as long and some who have started after us. But yeah, it's
cool.
Been really interesting to see, the tides of Rivals audio. So yeah, thanks for sticking with us, listeners.
Absolutely. Thank you guys so much. And again, a big part of that is not only you just clicking play on this podcast, but also just to the community that's been being built over in Discord.
Ben Bing?
And Ben Bing. Bing, bing, bing. I can't say enough to join the Discord. We had somebody this week. I forget what his name was. I wish I had it pulled up. But he joined the Discord. It was like, hey, I've been listening to the show for 6 months and had no clue that you guys had a Discord. And it was just like, dude, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. It is...
The thing we talk about at literally the beginning and the end of every episode.
I wasn't going to say that. But, yeah, so cool. Go ahead.
Big uptick of people to these last couple weeks. So a lot of people in there looking for people to play with.
Yep.
All different skill levels. We had someone in, I don't know, it's higher than I know how far away I am from it. But
had someone knew it was like, hey, I'm Grandmaster, but up. I was oh yeah, let me join right in.
No, yeah, lots of people in there, lots of fun, great community. I think that's been
people looking for the Rivals assembled teams to get your units there.
Get your events done, which is
I got some help this week from that.
When is that wrapping up?
So did I.
It's got to be soon, right? Or is it already over? Is it over? With the holiday stuff?
Might be in the next couple weeks.
Yeah, but all right. So, guys, we're going to wrap it up there. Thank you again, everybody, for tuning in, however you're tuning into the show. And until next time, we'll catch you later.
Until next year, we'll catch you later.
Oh.